Proportions. How is the moon like a dollar? They both have 4 quarters. Today's lesson is on proportions. We're going to test whether ratios can form a proportion by using equivalent ratios and cross products. Today's standard is the Common Core standard of 7.RP.2. A proportion is an equation stating that two ratios are equal. We have an arithmetic example of 1/2 is equal to 2/4. Those are proportion because they are ratios that are equal. If A over B equals C over D, again, that's an algebraic example of showing you a proportion. We're going to use cross products just like we did with comparing fractions to determine if two ratios are equal. Pause the video if you need more time to copy down the notes. Cross products are the two products found by multiplying the denominator of each ratio by the numerator of the other ratio. If two ratios form a proportion, the cross products are equal. If two ratios have equal cross products, they form a proportion. When we multiply 12 times 6, we get 72. 8 times 9 is also 72. Since the two cross products are equal, 6 to 8 is proportional to 9 to 12. So 6 to 8 equals 9 to 12 is a proportion. Pause the video if you need more time to copy down the notes. Don't forget to record a question. We'll be discussing this in class tomorrow. One method is to write the ratios in simplest form, but we're not going to use that method. We're going to compare 42 over 56 and 56 over 64. We're going to determine if they're a proportion. We're going to cross multiply, so let's write them off to the side. 42 over 56 and 56 over 64. We start by multiplying 64 times 42, which is 2,688. Now we multiply 56 times 56, which is 3,136. Since the cross products are not equal, these two ratios do not form a proportion. Now let's try number 1. Do 10 over 12 and 40 over 56 form a proportion? First, start by writing them as two fractions that we can cross multiply, two ratios we can cross multiply. We're going to take 56 times 10 to start with, which is 560. Then we need to multiply 12 times 40, which is 480. Again, these are not equal cross products, so this is not a proportion either. Pause the video if you need more time to copy down the notes. Don't forget to record a question. We'll be discussing this in class tomorrow. Let's try a couple more. Do the ratios in each pair form a proportion? We're going to cross multiply. 15 times 4 is 60. 10 times 6 is 60. Since the cross products are equal, then they are a proportion. Let's look at B. 7 times 8 is 56. 6 times 9 is 54. 56 and 54 are not equal, so 8/6 and 9/7 do not form a proportion. Pause the video if you need more time to copy down the notes. Don't forget to record a question. We'll be discussing this in class tomorrow. Try the quick check problems on your own. You need to determine whether the ratios form a proportion. Set the problem up, cross multiply. If they're equal, put an equal sign and write yes underneath the problem. If they're not equal, put a not equal sign and write no underneath the problem. This is exactly how you'll do your homework. If you're not sure, continue watching, and we'll do 1A or 2A together. But I do want you to do B and C completely on your own. Then pause the video at that point. When you're done working them, start the video again and check your work. Start by writing the two ratios down. Then cross multiply. 16 times 3 is 48. Cross multiply 8 times 6, which is also 48. Since the two cross products are equal, the ratios are equal, and yes, they form a proportion. For example B, 6 times 6 is 36, 9 times 4 is 36. Cross products are equal, so they are a proportion. For C, 9 times 4 is 36, but 8 times 5 is 40. They are not equal, so they do not form a proportion. Pause the video if you need more time to copy down the notes. Don't forget to record a question. We'll be discussing this in class tomorrow.